Wow, I feel good. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. You knew that I would. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Welcome back. Well, actually, maybe it's afternoon or evening wherever you are. Who knows? But hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm so grateful that you've come to flow with me today. Whether this is your first time or you've seen my other videos, thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up for yourself today. So a little bit quick about today's flow. It's going to be mostly seated. I am feeling like we need to ground down, to root ourselves. You know, the new year came by storm. It's 2022, and I cannot believe how quickly life is progressing. So, and we're going to just really take time to slow down, to quiet our lives, and to remember that we are the center of everything. So with that being said, let's go ahead and meet in a comfortable seat. So you can do easy pose, lotus pose, whatever feels good, because we just want to gently start to open the hips. Go ahead and close your eyes once you arrive. And let's just collectively take 3 full body breaths together. Exhale out the mouth. 2 more. One more. If you'd like to keep your eyes closed, I'm going to walk us through a really quick meditation. You may notice me beginning to take a couple of Kundalini circles. Feel free to join me if you'd like, or if your body is craving stillness, that's okay too. I'd like us to imagine ourselves as trees today. Some of the oldest roots that we know of on this earth. Oftentimes we'll practice tree and yoga and we talk about balance, but we don't really talk much about the roots of the tree, the wisdom, the comfort, the stability. As you imagine yourself as this tree, I want you to go beneath the surface today. I want you to think about how many connections you have beneath the surface. Think about each root. Think about how all of the connections that you have bring you clarity, help keep you stabilized. Maybe it's family and friends you can call in times of need. Maybe it's just knowing that you have somewhere to go when things start falling apart. Allow these thoughts to marinate as you begin to grow your tree. Now that you're rooted down strong, notice the trunk. Notice that body of the tree. That's you. That's the power and the beauty, the balance that you create when you use the roots around you to keep you stable. Let's take one more collective breath in through the nose. Exhale, let it all go. Today's mantra as we begin to open class, that's patience if you guys haven't met her already. She thinks the grass behind me is real. But today's mantra is going to be, I am rooted, I am strong. One more time. I am rooted, and I am strong. Let's go ahead and begin practice today. We'll meet in a child's pose today. So go ahead and begin to bring those knees wide to the mat. Your big toes can come together to touch as you sink the hips back towards the heels and walk your hands out long in front of you. Take 3 full body breaths here. You're welcome to relax the forehead down to the mat and roll the forehead against the mat, giving that third eye a massage. Take that left hand and go ahead and thread it underneath the right arm and allow the left ear to fall to the mat. Bring that left arm back out and slowly walk your hands to the left, feeling that nice side body stretch. Walk the hands back through center, coming back down into that child's pose. Thread the right arm under the left this time and allow that right ear to relax down to the earth. Bring that right arm back through center and slowly begin to walk the hands to the right. As you come back to the center of the mat, lift your shoulders up onto the fingertips. So gently press through the fingertips and just flatten that back out long. Activating the shoulder blades here, activating the arms. Go ahead and replace the palms back down on the mat, and let's press up into our tabletop. Fingertips are always spread wide to the mat. Let's take our body circles down to the right. Bring it all the way around town 4 times. And let's make these circles as exaggerated as our body desires. Today's flow is all about moving freely because you know that you're connected. You know that you're strong. You're rooted into this earth. 1 more circle. As you come back around on this circle, center the left hand to the mat. Sweep that right arm up high to the sky. Maybe you wiggle that wrist, twinkle those fingers. Go ahead and drop that right hand back down. And let's take our body circles to the left side. 4 circles, bring it all the way around. Two more circles. As you come around on this last circle, coming back through neutral, center that right hand to the mat. And on your inhale, sweep that left arm up high to the sky. Take that wrist circle, twinkle the fingers. Exhale, lower everything back down to the mat, finding that neutral point. Let's go ahead and warm up the wrists today. So we'll bend that left fingertip toward the left knee and just gently sway from side to side. Bring those fingertips back forward and reverse the right hand and sway from side to side. Those fingertips are pointing towards the knee. bring both hands back to neutral. And we're going to gently curl the toes under, and we're going to hover our knees. On your inhale, press through the fingertips, press through the toes, and rise the knees. We're activating the core here, so squeeze those glutes and squeeze that abdomen up. Exhale, lower back down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale up. Squeezing that body, activating those fingertips. Exhale back down. Now let's go ahead and walk those hands slightly out in front of you. And we're going to begin to do some body rolls down on our knees. So we'll slowly press the chest forward. Come into your low cobra. Exhale back to your tabletop and almost go through as if you were doing a child's pose. One more time, inhale forward, finding your cobra. Exhale everything back, almost as if you were in that child's pose again. 2 more times. Inhale forward. High cobra. Exhale back. Last one. Inhale, press forward. Low cobra. Namaste, high cobra. Exhale back. As you come back to your tabletop, let's come all the way up to standing on our knees. On an inhale, sweep those arms up high overhead for a kneeling Tadasana. Exhale, take that right hand to the hip, or maybe you take a bind around as we are to Chandrasana to the left, that half moon side body stretch. Inhale back up through center. Exhale, hand on the hip, or take that bind again, reaching up and over with that right arm, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Now we're going to take this side stretch into a dancing camel, and I'm going to go sideways so you can see what I'm doing. Normally with your camel stretch, you reach back and you lean into it. We're going to take this arm up and around. So we're going to swing that arm back. Swing it forward. Swing that arm back. Swing it forward. 2 more times. Swing that arm back. Swing it forward. Last one. Let's do the other side. Reach that left arm up high. Dance it forward. Dance it back. Dance it forward. Dance it back. 2 more. Remember to breathe. Last one. Awesome. Now let's go ahead and take our hands into the small of our back, and we gently take a nice heart opener here. Traditional camel. So fingertips are either on the palms, or maybe you're reaching for your ankles. Whichever you choose, lift the chest and lift the spine as you reach up with that heart space. And let's take a counter stretch. Coming into our rabbit pose. Bring those knees together to touch and sink those heels back towards the hips. And then bring those hands right back to the side. So you can hold on to your feet, or you can just let your hands fall as they may. Take 3 more breaths here. If headstand's in your practice and you'd like to prepare yourself from rabbit to headstand, bring those hands right by your cheeks, pressing up into all fours, and allow the top of the head to come to the mat. You should be in a perfect little box right now. If you've never done headstand before, it's okay if you're not quite ready to practice it, but if you can, begin to perch onto your toes and just send the hips up and back as if you were doing a downward dog. This is a great place to practice and get started with headstand. So if you've never done headstand before, start from rabbit and just press up. Feel that pressure on the top of your head and get used to doing that. Now, if you have done your headstand before, you're in a perfect space to do your tripod. So go ahead and press on up into your tripod and then reach all the way up for your headstand. Mine's a little rusty. I feel myself falling. So we'll just come right back down. Take a few more moments to play in your headstand, or if you're practicing, just pressing up onto those toes. Wherever you are, maybe you're beginning to lift one foot, lifting the other, just getting used to feeling that gravity flip on you. Wherever you are, take your time, and we'll all come back to meeting in a child's pose. Bring those knees wide to the mat again. Let's take a moment to press on up into our hero's pose. Our feet can come out, toes pointed outwards, and we sit our bum right between our feet. If your body is not quite there yet, you can sit on your feet with your knees just spread open. Whichever you choose. Let's take a moment to interlace the fingers behind the back. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, gently fold forward. You may not go very far, and that's a-okay. The goal is to just feel the stretch in the hips and the arms. Even though we're doing a seated flow, we still want to feel nice and stretched out. Those shoulders will slowly rise on their own. Let's give you a side view as well. Release everything down, and let's reach our feet out in front of us long for straddle. Flex those toes towards the nose. If you feel yourself hunched over right now, lift the chest back, roll the shoulders down the ears. Take a nice big inhale in, and we'll take a gentle twist. So reach those arms up high overhead. Exhale, twist to the right. Send the gaze over that right shoulder. As you're coming back through center, hook your peace fingers right around that big toe, and we'll gently rise that right leg. So left peace fingers around that right toe, or maybe you have your hands around your shin, wherever your body desires, maybe it's around the foot. Go ahead and continue that twist, reaching that right arm out long behind you. Coming back through center, allow this right toe to come down to the earth. Inhale, raise that chest again, get that nice open heart space. Sweep the arms up high overhead. And as you exhale, twist to the left, dropping the gaze over the left shoulder. As you come back through center, hook those right fingertips or peace fingers around that big toe and gently rise the left leg. Maybe you're holding on to that shin again, or maybe you're just bent here at the knee. Wherever you are in your body, you're in the perfect place. Reach that left arm out long behind you, taking that nice twist. One more breath here, and as you exhale, come back to neutral, lower everything down. Let's bring the soles of the feet into touch for a nice Baddha Konasana as we begin to wind down our practice today. Finding that butterfly pose. You can begin to flap your knees. Coming to stillness, take that right hand and interlace it and just press down gently on that left thigh. Do the same thing on the right side. If you'd like to use your knees, you can grab your ankles and press down through the elbows as well to get both sides at once. Whichever you choose, we're just working to open the hips. Let's take both legs out long into a straddled V. And let's inhale, lift the chest. Exhale to the right, leaning that upper body, torso, gently over the right thigh. You don't have to reach for your toes. You just want to make sure that you're not hunched in the shoulders. You want to make sure the body is nice and open. Begin to walk those hands over to the left thigh. Open that heart space. Exhale, fold over that left thigh. As we come back up through center, let's bring both knees together. And we'll end with a little bit of core work. We know that's my favorite. So finding our Navasana, our boat pose, you can bring your toes to the mat. And then we'll gently, with control, lift the toes off the earth. You can keep your hands by your side. You can extend your legs out long. Wherever you choose to go, squeeze those core muscles for 3 more breaths. Shaking is good. I'm shaking too. Keep going. 1 more breath. Exhale, lower those toes. We're going to do the same thing 2 more times. You know, core is my favorite. On an inhale, lift those toes. Extend out if you'd like to, knowing that you're strong, knowing that you are rooted. You've got this. One more breath. Exhale, lower down. We're going to go one more time. Prepare yourself. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, let it go. On the next inhale, we raise those toes. Extend out if you'd like a little more power, a little bit more pressure on the core. One more breath, and then slowly, very slow, come all the way down to lying down. On our backs, allow everything to fall as it may. Yes, guys, it's time for Shavasana. You did it. Release the tongue from the roof of the mouth if you haven't already. Close the eyes. Let everything relax. As you relax in your Shavasana, I'd like to take a moment to remind you that you are rooted. You are of this earth. You are strong. And everything that you need, you already have. Your roots have connected you to past, present, future. Your community is here to see you thrive. Begin to wiggle those fingers, twinkle those toes, bring life and breath back into the body. When you're ready, go ahead and meet me in a comfortable seated position, whatever feels the best to your body. With your eyes closed, find those Anjali prayer hands. Raise your hand to your forehead to remind yourself that your mind is a garden. And we only plant seeds of love, trust, and balance in our gardens. Lower your hands to your lips to remind yourself that your words are the water to your garden. May you always speak kindly to yourself, but more importantly to others, because everything that you say is a reflection of self. Lower your hands down to your heart space to remind yourself that you are made of love and you have nothing but love to share with the world. Namaste, friends. Thank you so much, family, for flowing with me today. I maybe didn't say at the beginning of the video, but my name is Tonj, yoga instructor Tonj of Naphtalia Yoga, and I'm so grateful that you came to flow with me today. If you like today's flow, please make sure that you like the video, subscribe, tell a friend. I may not have learned how to actually make it pop up somewhere around here yet, but please, I hope to see you again soon, and go out and enjoy your beautiful day. Namaste.